Welcome back to WoZ Today, where WoZ Today is The Witness, a 1983 release running here on the Apple IIe and Virtual Zoo. I'm going to say yes that I do have an 80 column display. This is an Infocom text adventure. This is not Jonathan Blow's The Witness. This is somewhere near Los Angeles, a cold Friday evening in February 1938. In this climate, cold is anywhere below about 50 degrees. Storm clouds are swimming across the sky, their bottoms glowing faintly from the city lights in the distance. A searchlight pans slowly under the clouds, heralding another film premiere. The air seems expectant, waiting for the rain to begin, like a cat waiting for the ineffable moment to ambush. The taxi has just dropped you off at the entrance to the Linder's driveway. The driver didn't seem to like venturing into this maze of twisty streets any more than you did. But the house windows are full of light, and radio music drifts towards you. Your favorite pistol, a snub-nosed Colt 32, is snug in its holster. You just picked up a matchbook off the curb. It might come in handy. Good thing you looked up the police file on Mrs. Linder's death. Her suicide note and the newspaper story told you all you know about the family. The long week is finished, except for this appointment. But why does an ominous feeling grip you? This is The Witness, an interlogic mystery from Infocom. This is revision number 22. You're now in a driveway entrance. This is a mystery text adventure, so as usual, I've got a walkthrough up, this time from thesolutionarchive.com. I actually have, a long time ago, looked at this game for my series Mufa Day, where I was looking at classic Macintosh disk images, but this is WoZ Day, where we're looking at Apple II disk images, so we'll look at the Apple II version here. I think it was even the same revision on that, but I'm just going to speedrun it with this walkthrough. Let's go north. We're a detective. Go north. And ring bell. Go east. We're gonna wait. Classic adventure game command. Until Mr. Linder shows you his office. Okay. Sit on wooden chair. Apparently this is the follow-up to Deadline, another mystery, but the feedback from Deadline was that it was too hard, and the feedback from this one was that it was too easy. Read note. Then we gotta wait until 9:04 p.m. when Linder is shot. This seems vaguely familiar to me. Gotta keep on waiting. Yes. Yes. A lot of waiting. Keep on waiting. Almost there. 9:04, okay. It says stand up. Push button. Examine clock. Get keys. I want to see, like, what are the speedruns for these Infocom games? And how do they vary across platforms? That's what I want to know. Unlock backdoor. Okay. And like a tool-assisted speedrun, that's no fun at all for this. This is just, it has to be a human speedrun. You have to be typing in, you have to be timing it. I'm probably going extremely slow by any kind of legit speedrun standards. You gotta figure out the exact sequence of prompts and the shortest way to type them. And probably you could sequence break in some of these in earlier revisions or certain revisions. You can have any percent runs where you don't get all the evidence. Anyway, these are just the thoughts that I have as I go through my 100th adventure game. I don't know. Get wire. Alright, let's go west. North. North. Open butler's door. West. Okay, I don't know why they spelled it that way. Anyway, an open mystery book. A novel-length version of Deadline, a whodunit set in the future of Connecticut. Yeah, oddly familiar. I think this is supposed to be the same detective on the East Coast in Deadline, the same detective on the West Coast in The Witness here. Anyway, I'm slowing down my speedrun. Let's get receipt. Read it. It's a receipt for 2 guns. Let's leave it lying around. 2 handguns, $8. Seems right. Sure. South. South. Unlock. Garage door. Open it. Is that part of the 1930s lingo they researched for this game? Is spelling okay that way? Anyway. Unlock workshop. Open it. Go east. We're gonna wait for Duffy. Then we're gonna analyze Muddy Gun. Then we're gonna wait. Oh, whoa, whoa, no. Oh, no. He tells us about the gunpowder. I don't know. I feel like I had this on sequence the last time. I don't know if I'm using the same walkthrough or not. Can't see any Muddy Gun here. I'm doing this in the right sequence, as far as I know. Did I not get handgun? Inventory. I must have forgot to get handgun. Hang on. Analyze wire. Can we go ahead and do that? Wire piece. I think it needs analyze piece. Okay. Let's try to sequence break. Let's see. Let's try to ignore the handgun. I don't know. Did I just forget to do that? I was in my haste. I forgot to pick up the handgun. I think. Let's try it and see. Keep on waiting. All right, here we go. Wait until she leaves. Must follow her. All right. Don't want to keep waiting. We just want to go west. North. East. West. North. North. East. It says wait for Monica. Okay, hear sounds of dry heaving inside. Okay, she's arrived. Ask Monica about Mr. Linder. She's relieved that he died. Okay. I'm gonna wait until she exits. Okay. I think we keep on waiting because she hasn't exited yet. Okay, she heads off to the west. We don't want to keep on waiting. We want to head off the west as well. I'm gonna follow her again. Go south. South. And east. Then we're gonna handcuff Monica. Let's search Monica. To find a key, unlock lock door. Open clock door. Contains a firing mechanism. Search Monica. Again, to find a gun, the gun used to kill. And we can wait for Duffy. Once again. And let's find out the moment of truth if we can arrest Monica. Despite not searching the muddy handgun earlier. Or getting it. Let's keep on waiting for Duffy. Alright. No rifle marks on the bullet. Let's arrest Monica. Yes. Alright. So the arrest her. The elaborate setup in Mr. Linder's office was ingenious. You deserve congratulations for your work in detecting it. I'm glad to report that the trial jury, based on your testimony and her confession in court, convicted Monica Linder of the murder of her father and revenge for the death of her mother. Congratulations on your fine detective work. Which reminds me of another fascinating case I would like to assign you to. Coming soon, another Interlogic mystery from Infocom. You have reached a complete solution to the story. Yeah, let's see the author's summary. Freeman Linder discovered about a year ago that his wife had taken a lover, Ralph Stiles. This discovery made their marriage deteriorate with growing bitterness and belligerence until Mrs. Linder recently took her own life with a gun. Linder planned to take revenge on Stiles by framing him for attempted murder. He enlisted the help of his butler, Fong, and his daughter, Monica. Linder simultaneously sent 2 messages, a telegram to you and a phone call to Stiles. He wanted you to come to the house, witness the alleged crime, and then arrest Stiles. In the phone call, he told Stiles to come discreetly to the office door at 9 o'clock to get some payoff money. Linder planned an elaborate setup inside the office. A gun was put in the clock, aiming through the keyhole toward him, who would be sitting behind his desk on the opposite side of the room. Using the butler's button, he would trigger both the gun and the detonation of some explosive attached to the window, thus simulating a shot fired through the window at him. This is way too complicated. Monica bought 2 identical small handguns for this plan. She hid one in the clock, and Fong planted the other, which was fired in secret beforehand in the backyard just before 9 o'clock, where you could find it later. That's the handgun that we didn't find, so it didn't matter. When Stiles' car appeared, Fong went to the front door, rang the doorbell as a signal to Linder, and sneaked into the house. Linder kept an eye on the window, and when Stiles appeared, pushed the button to fire the shot. Stiles panicked and fled out the back of the yard, but was brought back inside by Sergeant Duffy. The plot thickened, however, because Monica decided to take this opportunity to murder her father. Her mother and she were very close. Mr. Linder was often away on business during Monica's childhood, and Mrs. Linder imbued her daughter with a love/hatred for him, saying that he abandoned them. Monica helped her father construct the remote-controlled gun, but she also blamed him for her mother's death and had lost all love for him. She therefore aimed the gun to kill her father when fired. Her idea was to convict Stiles of the murder and go free herself. Fong had no idea of Monica's plan until he saw Linder's corpse. He did not spill the beans on Linder's plan since he also had reason to want Linder removed from the scene. Monica, as a last resort, may have attempted to convince you that her father was dying of a stomach tumor and had planned his own death, but Monica is the only one who could have twisted Linder's plan into murder. The key to the clock was hidden on her person, so she had final control of the gun's aim. End of session. I think that's going to do it here for me with The Witness for Waza Day, and if you like interactive fiction games for the Apple II like this, then go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for our next Waza Day.